Electric charges at rest, chapter 11. Here try to understand electric charges at rest. What is charge? Simply you will rub from one thing to another thing. Here you will get charge. Okay. Suppose you will rub comb with hair and you will bring this comb near the tiny pieces of paper. You will observe that tiny pieces is attracted by the comb. What are the reasons? There is producing charges. Okay. Here usage of electricity and charged object. Wood is uncharged because there is no transfer of charge, while metal is charged object because through metal you can transfer charge. Okay, electrically charged or simply charged. If it has acquired the property of attracting light objects. Okay, here in this figure you are observing comb is attracting tiny pieces of paper. Conductors and insulators. Conductors means what and insulator means what? Conductors are the materials through which electricity will pass, charges will pass. You will say these are conductors like metal, iron, copper, silver, etc. Insulators through which electricity will not pass. Such type of things are known as insulator, like wood, paper, etc. Metals are also known to let heat flow through them with ease. We may thus say that good conductors of heat are also good conductors of electricity and vice versa. It means they are conducting electricity as well as heat. I have also discussed about heat. Now kinds of charges in nature, positive and negative. Like and unlike charges. Try to understand. Repulsion, attraction. Far away. Repulsion means far away. Two objects will move towards, not far away. Minus minus repulsion, plus plus repulsion, plus minus attraction, and minus plus also attraction. When the two charged up objects are similar in nature, there will be repulsion. Attraction, when the two charged up objects are different in nature, they are attraction. Like charges repel each other. Rule, what is the rule? Like charges repel each other while unlike charges attract each other. Same thing I have discussed here. Positive and negative, two types of charges, positive and negative. Okay, in something there is positive charge, it is experimentally observed. Okay, there is no problem. It was Benjamin Franklin who named the charge produced on a glass rod as a positive charge, and that produced on a bonite rod on rubbing against flannel as a negative charge. Who has given the name? Benjamin Franklin was a scientist, was a physicist. Okay, like charges repel and unlike charges attract each other. The unknown charge is positive and negative. It is repelled by charges of glass rod. It is negative if it is attracted by charge of glass rod. Okay, charges are produced in pairs. Try to understand. There is a question also. How will you prove this thing? Charges are produced in pairs. Here you must say, suppose two things are rubbing, there will produce charges. Certainly there will be production of charges. Now how will you say that charges are produced in pairs? Here you should say, if you will take single charge, then it is not possible. You will not rub, will not do any type of activities, and so it is not possible. If you will rub, certainly you will rub two things. What will you say? We will rub two things. Then there will be charge produced. So certainly there will be two types of charges. We cannot imagine one charges. So we can now say charges are produced in pair. Okay. Now charges are always produced in pairs. Earthing. Simply you will see, If there is not negative charge in your house, what will you do? Earthing. A long rod, you will insert it deep inside the earth and you will connect this wire through a bulb, fan, etc. What will you observe? You will observe that, but you will not do such type of experiment. I have already told you in acid bases chapter, caution. You should not, in the absence of expert, you should do any type of activity, okay, any type of experiment. If there is an expert, then you can do, otherwise you should never do any such type of activities. Try to understand earthing, long rod which is deep inserted and wire is connected. Warning, here also warning. Touch a charged object only if it is safe to do so. What things? I have already told you. Warning, touch a charged object only if it is safe to do so. Otherwise not. Never. Okay, it is the work of electrician. Earthing. We thus observe that putting a charged object in contact with the earth causes its to lose its charge. We call this process as the earthing. Methods of charging. I was discussing heat chapter. There was 3 modes of transfer of heat: conduction, convection and radiation. Here also try to understand, not same thing, but if you want to charge anything, the methods of charging up, there are 3 methods. 3 methods: charging by rubbing or friction. You know, if you want to produce charge, simply rub or friction. Friction, when 2 bodies are in contact with each other. Friction, they will move, one body will move, certainly they will produce friction. You will observe such type of things. Charging by contact or conduction. Simply you are join 2 wires, you can get electricity. If one wire is already added in electricity, you will join, then what will you get? You will get that charge is flowing, electricity is flowing, electrical conduction. Now here electrical, in case of electrical induction. Transformer, in case of transfer, you will observe, you will see in higher classes you have to study about transformer. Simply you should understand this thing here. Transformer, suppose there is a wire, and there is positive charge. Suppose there is a wire and it is there, it has possesses positive charge, and you are keeping nearby another object, and due to this body there is producing charges. Then through which method? Here charges occur, charges is producing, that is electrical inducing. What things? Suppose a charged object is brought near an uncharged one. The 2 kinds of charges in the uncharged object then get separated out. The opposite kind of charges move to the nearer end, and the like charges now move to the farther end of the uncharged object. We call this phenomena of separation of charge of an uncharged object due to the presence of a charged object in its neighborhood. What things are you observing? Due to the presence of a charged object in its neighborhood, as the phenomena as of electrical induction. Charging by induction. Bring a charged object near the object to be charged. This would cause the charge in this object to get separated out. Okay, you will understand this thing better here from this figure. Here you are seeing this is charged plate, and this is also metallic sphere, insulated stand. It means insulated means what? Current will not pass. Now you will touch, certainly not touch, but you are bringing this metallic sphere near this charge body. Here you will observe that there is producing negative charge, and finally you will get negative charge. What are the reasons? Now you understand this thing. This is induction. A simple device. Here in this case, once again you may observe, metallic sphere is not touch this plate. In this case, near you are bringing this metallic sphere near this plate, and now charges is producing. Now electroscope. Device to detect charge on a body is the gold leaf electroscope. It consists of vertical metal rod housed in a box. There are two thin gold leaves attached to the bottom and end of this rod. When a charged object touches the metal knob at the top of rod, charges flow onto the leaves and they diverge. The degree of divergence indicates the amount of charge on the body. Charges in nature. Charges in nature. Here electric discharge, lightning, thunder. You are knowing this thing, lightning, about lightning. If two clouds will move in the sky, is moving in the sky, what will you observe? They will collide, and certain there will be lightning. Okay, it means light. You will, after striking two clouds, you will get light. Now you should note on TV, mobile, etc. thing whenever there is lightning. Okay, lightning strikes somewhere on the surface of earth about 100 times every second. Okay, very interesting thing. Lightning conductor. Lightning conductor is a device that is designed to minimize or avoid the loss of life and property during lightning. It was Benjamin Franklin who suggested the idea of such a device, and it is now used in all tall multi-story buildings and other taller structures. Okay, metal strip. Here you are seeing there is a long rod which is earthed, and there is cloud. Now there is some interesting thing. Try to understand. Earthing means negative charge, and this is Hughes source. Here there is, suppose a positive charge cloud is coming near this building, then what will happen? You know, this is very huge. There is huge amount of negative charge. We should know earth has huge amount of negative charge, so that positive charge will come into negative charge and they will be absorbed by this negative charge. It means by the earth. Suppose now there is two types of cloud, there will be two charges, positive and negative. Now again, suppose negative charge cloud is coming near this building, then what will happen? You know, negative what? You know, negative separation. This will move away. This cloud will move away, so our building will be safe. Okay, there should be no any problem. Safety precaution during lightning. On observing the sign of lightning and thunder, go to a safe place immediately. On observing, a house or a building is a safer place. One is safer, a car or bus, provided the windows and doors are shut. I am telling you one thing here. Don't leave this portion. This is very easy for the student, but this is asked in the question. What will you do if a person caught outside in the open? You will write these 3 points. Okay, and another point is also avoid shades and open areas, stay away from trees. For a person present inside a house or a building, avoid contact with water. Do not use electric equipment like TV, computer, etc. Electrical light can remain on. Do not use corded phones as lightning may strike exterior phones lines. It is safer to use cordless or mobile phones. Advantage of lightning. But there is advantage. nitrogen into its oxide, converts nitrogen into its oxide, and it is used for the plant. It is useful for the plant. This helps plant to get their much needed nitrogenous compound. Lightning can also result in the formation of ozone from oxygen. Ozone provides a protective blanket in the atmosphere that shields us from the harmful ultraviolet radiation of the sun. Okay, now I hope you are understanding all the points of this chapter. In case of any problem, you may contact directly. Okay, no problem. I have no problem. Now only one chapter is left for first term, that is fabric from fiber. I will discuss also this chapter later. In the next video I will provide question answer also of that chapter. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.